Hi, my name's Angus Gidley-Baird. I'm an analyst with the Rabobank Food and Agri Research team, and I'm here with my colleague today, Matt Costello. And Matt, you've just written a report on the Australian-New Zealand beef industry, looking beyond the price peak. What's driven you to pick that as a subject?
Thanks, Angus. Yeah, I think the main driver behind this report was the fact that we're seeing record levels for farmgate prices in Australia, and New Zealand, despite easing slightly, still remain at historically high levels as well.
And I presume there are a number of factors that have contributed to these high prices. What are some of those?
Yeah, absolutely. Both countries have certainly witnessed a severe contraction in supply, particularly given where they've been the last 2 or 3 years. So for Australia, the drought-driven induced cattle slaughter between 2013 and 2015. And for New Zealand, what we've witnessed has been some prolonged dairy downturn in prices, which has seen beef production in New Zealand move to record levels.
Sure. You highlight in the report 6 key factors that you think are going to influence prices over the next 5 years. Can you tell us, well, quickly, what the 6 are or what the key factors are?
Yeah, so there's a mixture in there in terms of both opportunities and challenges. I think the main reason for why we're optimistic about prices settling at a higher level out to 2020 is that supply story we just talked about. So lower domestic production in both countries, but there are some clear challenges. They mainly being record global beef production and record global animal protein production.
And competition's a key factor. They're not only within countries and exporters, but also within proteins.
Exactly, and that's another one we talk about in quite a detail, whether it be market access or currency, however you want to flag it. Competition is increasing more broadly, particularly in some of our key export markets, such as China, where we've recently seen Brazil get market access, and already we're seeing quite a large impact on Australian and New Zealand beef export market share as a result.
So we've got 6 key factors. Can you give us a bit of an idea of where you think prices might go over the next 5 years?
The million-dollar question. I think from New Zealand's perspective, we've already seen cattle prices come off the highs recorded back in 2014 to a more sustainable level. We probably do see some more downside to those cattle prices out for the next 5 years. In Australia though, I think the prices starting with a 7 in front of it has surprised nearly everyone in the industry. And again, we do see prices coming off, not in the short term, not in the next 6 to 12 months, but again, out to 2020 as some of those challenges become more apparent.
So you've given us 6 key factors. You've given us an outlook for prices, but what can I do as a producer or a processor over the next 5 years to best position my business?
I think each individual business will assess their own risks and opportunities that they see for themselves. But more generally for both the Australian and New Zealand beef industry, a greater cooperation and coordination of the supply chain is one of the most important things we see. A greater innovation for across the supply chain and in terms of the way we market and process our product is probably 2 of the most important things which we touch in more detail in the report.
Sure. So in summary then, prices are going to come back a little bit but still remain pretty strong. There are a few things that can be done in terms of supply chain cooperation and innovation over the next 5 years, but all in all a pretty positive outlook and I suppose a pretty exciting time to be in the beef industry.
Absolutely.
Look forward to reading the report. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Angus.